What did you do on your 18th birthday? My mom picked me up from school early. We went to the mall then home. Afterward, my family treated me to dinner at Hooters where I got a Metallica t-shirt and CD, both of which were Master of Puppets. This was back in 2004. Stopped at a bar and bought a beer on my way home from my after-school job at a grocery store. It was symbolic, since I was by myself, but still felt nice. Didn't do anything special other than that. I went to Six Flags Great Adventure with my brother and dad. We had been planning to go for a few weeks. I turned 18, a few days after the September 11th attack. We debated on not going, but my dad concluded that we should not be giving up the good things in life. We went and it was completely empty. It was the first time I was brave enough to ride a roller coaster. We went on every ride. Although, it was hard to not be a little sad about the state of things. It might be one of my more memorable birthdays ever with my family. I bought a beer and a scratch-off lottery ticket at a gas station. I threw the beer away because it tasted nasty and won $50 for a $5 ticket. I felt amazing, haha. 18th birthday, parents never acknowledged it, until I left at 9 p.m. to go out with friends, which was a lie. I just had to leave, to which my mom went, "Shit, we forgot it was your birthday." I haven't celebrated a birthday since. I was working at my part-time job. I wasn't into celebrating my birthday with my family. But after my shift was over, my co-workers surprised me with cake. And then after, my boyfriend at the time threw a surprise party for me at his house with my closest friends at the time. Got completely wasted on tequila and apparently almost died from alcohol poisoning in my friend's bathtub. I remember very little of the experience. I have a few flashes of getting sprayed down with cold water, but that's about it. Woke up the next morning to the smell of someone cooking breakfast and immediately ran to the bathroom to throw up. I was also wearing different clothes than what I arrived in. I've barely touched alcohol since then. The smell of tequila still makes me queasy and I'm in my 30s now. It was the day prior to the start of quarantine, so I drove all around the city looking for a nice open restaurant to celebrate with my parents, only to end up in a McDonald's drive-thru. Fun times. Wish I could say I did something much more meaningful, but I turned 18 a good 9 months before all my friends. So, for mine, we sat in a parking lot and watched the time. I personally thought it was a good time, but others disagree. My ex-boyfriend, boyfriend at the time, and his mom threw me a surprise birthday party, which later got revealed a month before my birthday, and she made me my favorite food of hers. I went to school hoping to receive some type of mature presents from my classmates. However, everyone forgot about my birthday, either that or I don't really have that many friends. I only really have 3 friends who weren't at school. On the last lesson of the day, the teacher, who I hardly work with, said "Happy birthday, Caleb." Then everyone, one by one, said "Yeah, happy birthday," and then the teacher sang the happy birthday song while the others mumbled along. I was on the verge of tears and told the class to shut up. Went through school feeling like shit and came home feeling like no one really cared. My parents didn't celebrate my birthday when they came home from work. I guess I'll never understand how special having an 18th is, can only hope for 20th. Graduated from high school. Wore a birthday girl sash, glued a goofy birthday hat on my cap. The principal wished me a happy birthday as I walked across the stage. Went out for a nice Mexican dinner afterward. Pretty good day, especially knowing I'd never see most of those jerks again. My drill instructor in the USMC basic training brought me a cupcake with a birthday candle on it. and he let me blow out the candle and make a wish. He then started to eat the cupcake and made me do push-ups until he finished the cupcake. Best birthday ever. Ate too much pasta and then got my nose pierced. Got hired at the local bar as a barmaid. The local police department had recently changed staff, officers, so they didn't cause a fuss that I was working there because they thought I was 19-20. For my 19th birthday, my boss had me try her Jell-O shots, until I got so drunk, I couldn't tell the difference in taste anymore. She was trying to get the mix right. Bought lottery tickets, had dinner with my mom, sister, and 2 best friends. And then the 2 friends and I spent an hour throwing paint at each other. Went to a movie with my mom. Then she bought me some alcohol because I didn't have my ID card yet and dropped me off at party at my friend's house. Went to a hotel with my family, actually pretty fun. There was a little bar in the pool, and I got a lot of Shirley Temples. We also had a pancake breakfast. My family threw me a surprise party at the Hard Rock Cafe. Copyright. I'm annoyingly hard to fool, so for every surprise I've ever gotten, I've had to pretend that I'm surprised. This one time genuinely surprised me though because my family had been super careful with being secretive and the mere shock of that unfamiliar feeling made me unable to enjoy it. I just felt baffled through the entire evening. Later that night me and my grandmother played a very drunken game of virtual bowling. I was at the hospital with my girlfriend giving birth to our daughter. Friends threw a surprise party for me at a Pizza Hut. Good time. Spent the day at a theme park with my dad. Would have been fun if every single one of my 6 brothers, my mom, stepdad, and stepmom hadn't backed out at the last minute. My dad had already planned on bailing too but changed his mind when the final brother backed out. I spent the day trying to have fun and not cry that literally my entire immediate family bailed on my birthday. Mine was my first real birthday party and was kind of happy, sad. A woman I was babysitting for was asking me about my plans and pried it out of me that I didn't have any and had never had a birthday party. My mom had died a few years before and had been sick for a long time. So, I hadn't made any friends. The woman called my grandparents and managed to get them and a few of my great-aunts and uncles to come. It was an odd group, but we had a great time. My 18th birthday party was a few kids under 10, a bunch of people over 65 and one very sweet 30-something woman, and it meant the world to me.